Chinmoy. I've been to classes before with people that follow him. I found this today at Value Village in Kingston while I went to go get a free drum set that I was beaten to. How does one meditate? There are two ways to meditate. One way is to silence the mind. An ordinary man feels that if he silences the mind, he becomes a fool. He feels that if the mind does not think, the mind has lost everything. But this is not true in the spiritual life. In the spiritual life, when we silence the mind, we see that a new creature we see that a new creation, a new promise to God dawns in the mind. Right now, we have not fulfilled our promise to God. We have not totally dedicated our existence to God. When we can silence the mind, we are in a position to please and fulfill God. Another way to meditate is to empty the heart. Right now, the heart is full of emotional turmoil and problems caused by the impure vital which has enveloped it. The heart is a vessel. Right now, this vessel is full of undivine things that limit and bind us. If we can empty the heart vessel, there is someone who will fill it with divine peace, light, and bliss, which will liberate us. When we empty our heart of ignorance, God's wisdom light will come and fill it. If a person does not believe in God, can he practice meditation? If a person does not believe in God, he can practice meditation, but he may not achieve anything. Meditation is the path that leads to God. Meditation is the path that leads to God. If you do not believe in God, then naturally you will not follow that path. Is meditation the highest reality? You can say that for a beginner, meditation is the highest reality. But when one becomes an advanced seeker, one knows that meditation only leads to the highest reality. If someone has been living in ignorance, if he has never prayed or meditated in his life, even for a minute, for him, meditation is naturally the highest reality that his consciousness can achieve. But when he has practiced meditation for a few years, but knows that meditation itself is not the highest reality, the highest reality is something he achieves or grows into by walking along the path of meditation. As one evolves spiritually and achieves realization, does the focus of his meditation change? After one has achieved realization, it is not necessary for him to meditate the way a seeker meditates. When someone has attained realization, which is oneness with the Supreme, his meditation is continuous. When a seeker has realized God, he does not meditate to achieve something or go beyond something. He meditates to bring down peace, light, and bliss for humanity. He meditates to bring down peace, light, and bliss for humanity, or to awaken the consciousness of others. Meditation is the language of God. If we want to know what God's will is in our life, if we want God to guide us, mold us, and fulfill himself in and through us, then meditation is the language that we must use. When we think that it is we who are trying to meditate, then meditation seems complicated. But real meditation is not done by us. It is done by our inner pilot, the Supreme, who is constantly meditating in and through us. We are just the vessel, and we are allowing Him to fill us with His whole consciousness. We start with our own personal effort, but once we go deep within, we see that it is not our effort that is allowing us to enter into meditation. It is the Supreme who is meditating in and through us with our conscious awareness and consent. Each person's soul has its own way of meditating. My way will not suit you, and your way will not suit me. There are many seekers whose meditation is not fruitful because they are not doing the meditation that is right for them. If you do not have a spiritual master who can guide you, then you have to go deep within and get your meditation from the inmost recesses of your heart. This is very difficult for a beginner. You have to go deep, deep within and see if you get a voice or thought or idea. Then you have to go deep into this voice or thought and see if it gives you a feeling of inner joy or peace where there are no questions or problems or doubts. Only when you get this kind of feeling can you know that the voice that you have heard is the real inner voice which will help you in your spiritual life. But if you have a teacher who is a realized soul, his silent gaze will teach you how to meditate. A master does not have to explain outwardly how to meditate or give you a specific technique of meditation. He will simply meditate on you and inwardly teach you how to meditate. Your soul will enter into his soul and learn from his soul. All real spiritual masters teach meditation in silence. The ultimate aim of meditation is to establish our conscious union with God. We are all God's children, but right now we do not have the conscious oneness with God. Someone may believe in God, but this belief is not a reality in his life. He just believes in God because some saint or yogi or spiritual master has said there is a God, or because he has read about God in spiritual books. But if we practice meditation, a day comes when we establish our conscious oneness with God. If we practice, a day will come when we establish our conscious oneness with God. At that time, God gives us his infinite peace, infinite light, and infinite bliss. And we grow into this infinite peace, light, and bliss. For humanity to bring down. Yes, it's hard to keep a book in good shape, but I'd like to read it, so I have to open it. Meditation is silence. Sri Chinmoy. God bless you, everyone. Have a wonderful September. Intentful. Intent for good. And remember, spend some time every week looking for opportunities. Bless you all.